I've tested a lot of different radios over the years, and I've sat here and talked into a dummy load and listened to this one and that one and listened on, tried this microphone and that microphone. And I have never found a radio that's even close to the transmitted audio on this 756 Pro. I kid you not. So, and the monitor on it actually almost sounds right. These Yaesu microphones absolutely drive me nuts. But what I found for the 756 Pro series, what sounds the best, is the microphone that they now supply with all the newer Icoms, with the HM219, which came from 7300. Let me show you what it sounds like. Okay. KG7H, we are testing 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what it sounds like next to the 1200, right next to it. Let's turn the 1200 off. And we can hear our own audio on the radio. It's fairly accurate, actually. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And if you talk too close to it, like I tend to do, it will get kind of funky. But yeah. And then the mic gain is up at 12. So now we'll go over here to this radio. KG7H, we are testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now when I hook up a Yaesu and you hear it, you'll tell the difference. But just for the hell of it, let's go hook the microphone up that came with the radio. Okay, KG7H, we are test 1, 2, 3, 4. The stock microphone's okay, it doesn't have as much punch. So let's roll that back. Come over here to this one. KG7H3R test. You hear it sounds a little more bassy. It's kind of a little muddy. That's why I prefer the other one. So notice I hot swapped the microphone on Icoms, but not Yaesu's. Okay. All right. So that's back to the HM219. So if you own one of these radios, you owe yourself a favor to go get one of these microphones, trust me. I mean, you're gonna have to turn it down too quite a bit from where you run it, but let's just go right here. We'll turn it down right about there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and also this radio sounds best with the compression off on this wide position. You can change it. I don't know when that's compression on. But let me put a Yaesu on so you can hear what the Yaesu sounds like. So this is probably the worst microphone that I have. It doesn't say Yaesu on it. It's a clone, I guess. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm on position 1 on the microphone, okay? And then that's position 2, so it does have some sort of effect. It kind of cuts off the highs, I guess. I don't know. All right. So now we'll shut this off. We'll go switch to this other microphone over here. This is the microphone that came with the 920, so it's old. And the older ones are almost always better. Okay, KG7H3R on the 920 microphone. And I'm on position number 2. So we'll switch it over to position number 1, and you can hear how it's just like it picks up kind of a lot of noise. And if you don't have it up this high, it doesn't seem to want to put out 100 watts either. So we can roll the mic gain down a little bit more. Okay, so we've turned the mic gain down a little bit. I mean, this one's not bad, but let's try this other one. And I'm going to go back up to what it had it at real quick. Okay, so testing back up at the mic gain at 30. Alright, so this is my microphone from my 891, and this one sounds good on my 891. Alright, KG7H3R testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can hear the difference between these Yaesus and that. And I can jump over to that one too if I wanted to move it over here, but they all sound the same. And I've got to play around with them to get them as close to this as possible. You know, and you can, you know, one thing for sure, the best thing to do, it seems like, is the MD100. Let me show you that real quick. Now, I've got a couple of these. My friend gave me this one. Sometimes it cuts out. He had it all taped up, but these things really do sound good. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can hear it sounds a lot better already. And we probably could turn up the mic gain a little bit. I don't know, but it's like you just can't win with that hand microphone. It's just so hard to get that thing to sound good. You know, and I like hand microphones. I'm not a desk microphone person. So, and what I always do is I leave the rest of this crap off. So, but I'll turn it on just for the video. Okay, so this is going to be with a high emphasis on. Maybe that isn't too bad on this particular radio. And let's try high emphasis on and low cut number 2. It's actually, for my ears listening here, it doesn't sound too bad. So yeah, maybe that might be okay on this one. So we'll turn it back off. And now we just have it passing back through. It's not a huge difference, but it's certainly better than the hand mic. Now let's go ahead and hear like just how bad that hand microphone really is again. Okay, so this is what I feel is probably the best one. KG7H3R testing the 891 supplied microphone on the 1200, and I guess it's okay. And then that's the other position. So let's grab the other mic that doesn't sound too good. Okay, so this is the one that doesn't say Yaesu on it or anything that my friend gave me. KG7H3R test 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Position 1, position 1. Position 2, position 2, position 2. So I don't know. You know, I mean, I've been testing it so many times now. It's like I'm starting to lose my marbles, but I definitely can tell this one's not like real clear. So it's not muddy or anything. It's just kind of muddled, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. It's distorting. It's distorting the. Maybe I'm too close to it, but it's distorting. Okay, let's try that. It's like yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of, it's doing weird stuff. Maybe it's actually flat topping or something, but I found that the desk microphone really does sound pretty good. So, you know, all these Yaesus they're extremely similar in characteristic with the microphones, and they all really do sound good with the MD100, but they just don't got that Icom kind of sound. So, let me show you one more time. Okay, 756 Pro, 7300 microphone. Okay, KG7H3R test 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, I get on this radio all the time, and I get unsolicited reports on it. It does pick up a little bit of that popping and stuff like that because it's very hot on the mic. You know, that's just how those microphones are. The new Icom microphones are high output. They're not like a low or medium output. But this microphone is just like the most accurate as far as I can tell. So, yeah, people like the way it sounds. But also just the radio in general. They did something really good with this when they made it. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and enjoy. So, there you go. Not my favorite radio for certain reasons on receive, but like on transmit and stuff like that, and the band scope I think is, you know, pretty damn good for comparing it to like something like that. So I definitely like this radio. It's the second one I've owned, and but does it sound better than the 7300? I'm not really sure, actually. I think it's pretty close. But that's why the 7300 radio is so successful. It has really good audio, and it's better than any Yaesu that I've ever owned. Outside of maybe the FT102, that one has very good audio, but it's a little bit on the narrow side. I don't think any of the Yaesus I've ever touched even come close to these kind of radios or 7300. So that's why the 7300 is very successful. You know, you can operate it out of the box and it sounds great. Although I don't own one anymore, and I've owned two of them, but it's a little bit too small of a radio for me for a main radio. It's, you know, not much bigger than that. And so you look at that and you look at how small that is. I prefer the larger radios. So anyway, this should be fun and entertaining video. We'll catch you guys later.